Hi, I'm Simon Greaves from simongreaves.co.uk. Welcome to this VMware how-to video on how to deploy a virtual machine in the VMware vCloud hybrid service. To deploy a virtual machine in the vCloud hybrid service, we log in through the web portal. This will take us into the vCloud hybrid service dashboard view, and from here you get a few different ways that you can access the options to deploy virtual machines, such as clicking there, clicking add on virtual machine, or clicking on the virtual machine tab. From within here you get the option to add a virtual machine. And if I go back to the dashboard view and then click within the actual VDC that I want to deploy the machine on, I've also got a tab there for virtual machines, and I've got the option to add one. I'll click that. It'll present me with the default view, which is VMware's catalogue, where I can choose to deploy one of VMware's supplied virtual machines, or I can click on the My Cloud tab, where I can choose the virtual machine templates that I have previously uploaded. So I'll deploy that. I will give it an appropriate name, and then within here I can choose the option to change the resources that are assigned to the virtual machine, such as CPU or RAM. I then choose the network that I would like to deploy this machine onto, and I click on deploy this virtual machine. Within the vCloud hybrid service view, it will say at the top of the screen the current status of the machine. So as you can see there, it's creating the virtual machine, and down the bottom it's refreshing the view periodically to say that the machine is being deployed, and it will list there when it has been deployed. What I can do is click on the Manage in vCloud Director. Within vCloud Director I have the option to look at the status of that machine as it's being deployed. As you can see there, it's around 50% done. Once that has completed deploying, I will then be able to manage the machine, such as power it on. Now the view in here is updated periodically. It will poll the underlying vCenter to see what the status of the machine that's being deployed is. So the machine could actually be deployed already, but because it's only periodically polling it, it's not going to update it dynamically. It will just do it once it's hit its refresh cycle. What I can do is I do have the option to refresh the screen or refresh the view there, but no need, because it has finished deploying. Now if I go back to the vCloud hybrid service, we've basically got the same problem there, in that the view hasn't dynamically updated. It's just polling the vCloud Director periodically to find out what the status of that machine is. So once that has hit its refresh cycle, it will then appear there to say that it has finished deploying. We just have to be patient with it. When it has finished deploying, it will then have a grey icon next to it to say that the virtual machine is powered off, which it is saying there, and at the top of the screen it's saying it's been deployed successfully. I've now got a few options on the drop down menu, such as power on the machine, create snapshots, delete snapshots, etc. If I power on this virtual machine and go back to vCloud Director, as you can see there, it's the same problem, that the view hasn't dynamically updated, but the machine is powering on. It's just vCloud Director hasn't polled the underlying vCenter to find the current status of the machine. So what I can do is I can click on that little blue icon on the top right, which will refresh the view, and then I'll be able to see that the machine is actually powering on. So back in the vCloud hybrid service, as far as VCHS is concerned, the machine is powered on, but within vCloud Director I have to actually click on that icon there, and there we go. So now you can see that the machine is actually running. So really the only thing left to do at this stage is to log into the virtual machine. So if I click on the drop down menu and launch the console, this will take me to the console directly on the underlying virtual machine, and as we can see in this window, it's now powering on Windows, and in a few minutes I'll get the option to log on, and there we go. So I can now click on the keyboard icon that's available through the vCloud Hybrid service to type in the password and log in. And that's it.